In the previous lectures, we have discussed about the gene of interest, different types of enzymes, restriction enzymes, and the cloning enzymes, DNA modifying enzymes, and the vectors. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the cloning host or the expression system. What is cloning host? Cloning host वो organism है जो हमारे recombinant DNA को, हमारे recombinant vector को रिसीव करने के बाद उसको एक्सप्रेस करें, उसको क्लोन करें. दैट type of organism is called cloning host. For example, it is a vector. This is our desired gene. जब इस वेक्टर में अपने desired gene को insert करेंगे, after cutting both the vector and desired gene with the restriction enzyme, now this vector is called recombinant vector. ये इसके पास हमारा desired gene मौजूद है. This is a recombinant vector. This recombinant vector have to transfer inside an organism. जिस organism में हम अपने recombinant vector को transfer करेंगे, उस organism को host बोलेंगे. अगर ये organism cloning के लिए इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, हमारे इस vector को हमारे जो desired gene उसके नंबर को इंक्रीज कर रहा है, तो इट इज अ क्लोनिंग होस्ट. अगर उसको ट्रांसक्राइब करने के बाद, मैसेंजर आरएनए बनाने के बाद प्रोटीन बना रहा है, सो इट इज अ एक्सप्रेशन होस्ट. इन दिस लेक्चर वी विल फोकस ऑन द क्लोनिंग होस्ट एंड एक्सप्रेशन होस्ट. Host cells, that is expression system. This is a factory of the factories of the cloning. The host or the living system are cells in which the carrier of recombinant DNA molecule or vector can be propagated. हमारा vector जो हमारा recombinant DNA molecule का जो carrier है वो propagate करेगा, वो अपने आप को वहाँ पे replicate करेगा, वहाँ पे express करेगा. That is called the host cell. This host cell may be the cloning host or the expression host. The type of host cell used for particular application in recombinant technology will depend mainly on the purpose of cloning procedure. अब जो host cell की selection है वो cloning procedure, cloning की purpose पे depend करती है. For example, if the aim is to isolate a gene for structure analysis, अगर हम structure analysis को मद्देनजर रखना है, then the requirements may call for a simple system that is easy to use. Then we will use a simple host. If the aim is to express the genetic information, अगर हमने उसको express करना है, उससे transcription, उससे proteins isolate करनी है, then a higher eukaryotic such as plants, animal cells, mammalian cells will be used for the expression. Features of the cloning host. Cloning host की कौन सी खसूसियात हैं? Rapid turnover, fast growth rate, replication rate, growth rate ज़्यादा हो ताकि कम वक्त में ज़्यादा क्लोन, ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट रिसीव हो. Can be grown in large quantities using ordinary culture methods. Normal laboratory culture methods के जरिए grow हो और it produce large quantities of the colonies. Non-pathogenic, कोई toxic effects ना हो. Genome is well mapped. Genome should be well characterized. Genome की मुकम्मल मालूमात हो. Capable of accepting different types of vectors. जो cloning host है उसकी जो important जो property है, it can accept different types of vectors. It can accept the plasmid, it can accept the bacteriophages and cosmids as well. So जितने ज़्यादा vectors को वो accept करेगा, उतनी ज़्यादा cloning efficiency और cloning recombinant technology का product easily हम isolate कर सकते हैं. Maintain foreign genes through multiple generations. जो foreign gene है उसमें maintain हो throughout the generations. Have ability to secrete high yield of proteins from express foreign genes. Foreign genes को express करने के बाद उसकी जो protein yield है high हो, mean it have a high translation efficiency. Types of the cloning host. We can classify the cloning host on based on the type of the cell. Either the prokaryotic cell or the bacteria is our host or the eukaryotic host. Bacteria are the simple organism having no membrane bound nucleus, no membrane bound organelles. While eukaryotic host are the complex host having the membrane bound nucleus, membrane bound organelles, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies and chloroplasts are present in the eukaryotic cells. Ribosomes are present in both prokaryote and eukaryote. Size varies in the eukaryote 80s ribosomes, and while in the prokaryote 70s ribosomes are present. Amongst the eukaryotes, fungi, algae, animals and plants can be used as a cloning host. Depending upon the type of the cloning, or depending upon the type of our gene, if it is a simple gene or it is just for increase in number, then we have to select the our desired cloning host. Prokaryotic host. An ideal host cell should be easy to handle and propagate. Ideal hosts should be available as a wide variety of genetically defined strands that have a variety of strands and should accept a range of the vectors. Ideal host की ये सारे characters हम discuss कर चुके हैं. The bacterium Escherichia coli fulfills these requirements and is used in many cloning protocols. E. coli ये तमाम requirements fulfill कर रहा है. That's why it is used as a cloning host in recombinant technology. E. coli has been studied in great detail, and many different strands were isolated by microbial geneticists. E. coli genome, E. coli bacterium is fully characterized, and a complete information is known about the E. coli. Escherichia coli host. The bacterium Escherichia coli was first organisms used in the DNA technology experiments and continues to be the host of choice. Regularly अब तक Escherichia coli recombinant DNA technology का part रहा है because of its simplicity, because of its characterization. E. coli the simplest gram-negative bacterium. E. coli simple है, gram-negative bacterium है that is mainly common are the microbiota of the human and the animal intestine. E. coli play a very important role in the development of present-day biotechnology. Most widely used organism so far is the E. coli. E. coli has single chromosome. The genome size is 4.6 into 10 raised to power 6 base pairs, and the complete sequence is now known. Complete sequence मालूम है E. coli का. Under suitable environmental conditions, E. coli can double in a number of every 20 minutes. Generation time or doubling time of E. coli is very less. Only 20 minutes के बाद अपने आप को double कर रहा है. Thus, as the bacteria multiply, their plasmids along with foreign DNA can multiply to produce millions of copies of clones. जो bacteria multiply करेगा, साथ ही plasmid multiply करेगा और it produce millions of copies of our desired gene or our copies of our desired gene. The process of gene expression, transcription, and translation are coupled with the newly synthesized messenger RNA being immediately available for translation. Transcription and translation are spontaneous. जो transcription हो रही है साथ ही translation हो रही है. That's why it takes no time in the transcription and translation. In some cases, if you want to produce the product, then it will produce the product in very short time. Escherichia coli the most wanted bacteria. Recombinant टेक्नोलॉजी में बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट सबसे ज़्यादा जो नीड है जो ज़रूरत है वो E. coli की है और अब तक जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स हैं वो तकरीबन E. coli ही इस्तेमाल होता रहा है. There are certain limitations in using E. coli as a host. For example, some strains of E. coli are pathogenic, causes diarrhea. Some strains that form the endotoxin that are very toxic and it destroy our product, and low export ability of proteins from the cell. Export ability are less from the cell. That's why it is to some time having its drawback. Another major drawback is that E. coli or even other prokaryotic organisms cannot perform post-translation modification. Protein synthesis के बाद उसको post-translation modification की जरूरत होती है. Mainly in the eukaryotic proteins, human protein, उन proteins की post-translation modification की कोई जो ability है, facility prokaryotes के पास मौजूद नहीं है. Bacillus subtilis is a rod-shaped non-pathogenic bacterium. It has been used as a host in industry for the production of enzymes, antibiotics, insecticides, etc. Some workers or some scientists consider Bacillus subtilis as an alternative to E. coli. It's also an expression host. It can be used for the production of different types of products. In addition to E. coli and Bacillus subtilis, other bacteria may be used as a host for gene cloning experiments, for example, Pseudomonas species and Streptomyces species. Eukaryotic hosts. Prokaryotic host cells have certain limitations when the cloning and expression of genes from eukaryotes is aim of the procedure. जब हमने eukaryotes की gene को express करना है या उसको clone करना है, that's why we cannot use the prokaryotic cells that have some type of limitations जो हम discuss कर चुके हैं previous slides में. One disadvantage of using an organism such as E. coli as a host for cloning is that it is a prokaryote. चूंकि ये prokaryote है, having no membrane-bound nucleus, having no membrane-bound organelles, and therefore lacks the membrane-bound nucleus and other organelles that are present in the eukaryotic cells. So the need or the requirements of eukaryotic cells are different from the prokaryotic cells. This means that certain eukaryotic genes may not function in the E. coli as they would in their normal environment, which can hamper their isolation by selection mechanisms that depend on gene expression. So some genes that are present in the eukaryotic cells cannot function in the E. coli cells. Eukaryotic organisms are preferred to produce human proteins since these hosts with complex structure. यूकैरियोटिक ह्यूमन प्रोटीन की प्रोडक्शन या सिंथेसिस के लिए we mainly use a eukaryotic cells because these hosts have the complex structure with distinct organelles and that are more suitable to synthesize complex proteins. Eukaryotic cells are as the humans are also eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells that are the fungi, yeast, plants, and animals have the complex structures like the humans. यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स रेंज फ्रॉम माइक्रोब्स. अब कौन सा यूकैरियोटिक हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं? दैट आर स्टार्ट आर रेंज फ्रॉम द माइक्रोब्स सच एज द यीस्ट एंड द एल्गी टू सेल्स फ्रॉम कॉम्प्लेक्स मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स सच एज द मैमल्स. यूकैरियोटिक होस्ट में हमारे पास माइक्रोब्स, सेरेविशिया, यीस्ट इस्तेमाल हो सकता है, एल्गी इस्तेमाल हो सकता है, कॉम्प्लेक्स मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स मैमल्स इस्तेमाल हो सकते हैं एज ए क्लोनिंग होस्ट. The microbial eukaryotic cells have many of the characteristics of bacteria with regard to ease of growth and availability of mutants. कुछ ऐसे microbial eukaryotic cells हैं, they are similar in the characters with the bacteria, means they can easily grow, they have different types of mutants, and they can produce a large number of colonies in very short time. Higher eukaryotes present a different set of problems to the genetic engineers, many of which require specialized solutions. जो higher eukaryotes हैं, उनको as a cloning host के तौर पर इस्तेमाल करते हुए special strategies इस्तेमाल होनी चाहिए या होंगी. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a unicellular yeast that is one of the most commonly used eukaryotic microbes in genetic engineering. It has been used for centuries in the production of bread and beer and has been studied extensively in genetic engineering. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, as it is a eukaryote, so it has the ability to perform the post-translational modification of the proteins. Yeast in the budding form. Well characterized. Yeast is well characterized with many strong regulatable promoters with naturally occurring plasmids. In terms of genome complexities, Saccharomyces cerevisiae has about 3.5 times more DNA than the E. coli. The complete genome sequence is now known of the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Other fungi that may be used for gene cloning experiments include the Pichia pastorius, Aspergillus nidulans, and Neurospora crassa. These are the fungi used as the cloning hosts. Pichia pastorius also the yeast. Recombinant protein produced by Saccharomyces cerevisiae. For diagnostics, we can produce hepatitis C virus protein, HIV1 antigen for human therapeutic agents, epidermal growth factors, insulin, proinsulin, platelet-derived growth factor, fibroblast growth factor, herodine, human growth factors, human serum albumins. For vaccine production, for different types of vaccines like the hepatitis B virus surface antigen, malaria, circumsporozoa proteins, HIV1 envelope proteins. These are different products produced by using Saccharomyces cerevisiae in recombinant technology. All these has been discussed in the application of the recombinant technology of genetic engineering in medicine. Plants and animal hosts. Plants and animal cells are also used as a host for gene manipulation experiments. Plants और animals को भी हम as a host के तौर पर इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. Unicellular algae such as the Chlamydomonas reinharti have all the advantages of microorganisms plus the structure and functional organization of plant cells. Chlamydomonas reinharti के पास जो microorganisms और eukaryotic plants like characters both मौजूद हैं. That's why these can also be used as the cloning host, and their use in genetic manipulation will increase as they become more widely studied. They are well characterized. That's why they can be used. So Chlamydomonas reinharti can be used as a cloning host because of its uh, complete characterizations, the advantages of microorganism, microbe in structure, and the functional organization like the plant cells. The plant and animal cells are usually grown as cell cultures, which are much easier to manipulate than cells in whole organisms. Animals in plant culture can also be used as a cloning host. Gene manipulation experiments in higher animals and plants are usually carried out to alter the genetic makeup of the organisms to create transgenic animal and transgenic plants rather than to isolate genes for producing specific proteins. हम specific gene को isolate करने के बजाय हम higher plants और higher animals को क्लोन करते हैं, उनको हम मॉडिफाई करते हैं by inserting foreign genes for the production of the transgenic animals and transgenic plants. Mammalian cells, despite the practical difficulties to work with a high cost factor, mammalian cells can also be used, mainly the mouse cells can also be employed as a host. Certain complex proteins which cannot be synthesized by bacteria can be produced by mammalian cells. ऐसी proteins जो हम बैक्टीरिया में synthesize नहीं कर सकते, उनको हम mammalian cells को use करके produce कर सकते हैं. Tissue plasminogen activator protein. This is mainly because the mammalian cell possess the machinery to modify the protein to its final form. There is a post-translational modification. As post-translational modification is absent in the bacteria, that's why we cannot use the bacteria for the tissue plasminogen activator proteins or the mammalian proteins. Mammalian cell lines in particular are very important sources of the cells for gene manipulation procedures. Summary of the hosts that we can use as a cloning host are the expression host. It may be prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. Amongst the prokaryotic cell, we can use the Escherichia coli, Bacillus subtilis, and Streptomyces species and Pseudomonas species. Amongst the eukaryotic cells, we can use the fungi that like the unicellular yeast, that is Curcuma cerevisiae, Aspergillus nudulans. Plant cells can also be used as a host, like the protoplasm of the plant, the intact cells, or the whole plants can be used. Animal cells like the mammalian cells, oocytes, insect cells, and whole organisms. These are different types of the host cells that can accommodate, that can propagate our recombinant vector. We can use the techniques for the introduction of our cloned DNA inside the host cell by using different techniques like the transformation, transfection, packaging, in vitro packaging, microinjection, and biolistics. These techniques will be discussed in the insertion of the foreign DNA in the technique section of genetic engineering. That's all about the cloning host. एक सफ़र जो हमने स्टार्ट किया था जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग की टूल्स का, जिसमें हमने डिस्कस किया अबाउट द जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कैसे आइसोलेट करते हैं, कैसे ऑब्टेन करते हैं, इसको हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में डिस्कस करेंगे. हमने एंजाइम्स को डिस्कस किया, हमने वेक्टर्स को डिटेल में डिस्कस किया, और एट द एंड वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द क्लोनिंग होस्ट. दीज आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ द tools that are used in the genetic engineering. In the next lecture, we use these tools in different types of techniques. So in the next lecture, we will start the techniques of the genetic engineering.